Hello. My name is Mark. Today, I'm kind of late to the story about the prices of Nintendo Switch 2 and their accessories changing their prices. And there's some video, it probably because it's Bilibili, yep, in China probably, or in Taiwan. Somebody stole it. Congratulations. But that's it. Uh, I'm here on Hacks and I checked just Nintendo Switch 2. There's some R-rated stuff in here. Just checking Nintendo Switch and some random people just put their R-rated stuff on here. Just crazy stuff. But I just wanted to check this out and look how tariff ruin gaming industry. But this kind of stuff can be handled, especially for a $1 billion company who are successful enough. They could change the price without just being this expensive. They can. I know they're going to lose money, but people will still buy this no matter what. But with this, there is news. I think days ago, couple days ago, or just last week, about they're not changing the price of the system. Thankfully, and shout out to them. But the rest of them, of the accessories, I don't know, but the games, uh, they they're going to spike. They're going to change the accessories, like probably controller, the Nintendo Switch, camera, maybe the Joy-Cons gonna get a price hike. But let's read by PC Mac. Switch to pre-orders set for April 24, but Nintendo warns of price hikes. Yep. Uh, Despite Trump tariff, Nintendo says it's keeping the Switch 2 at 449 or 450 for now at least. However, the company plans to raise prices for accessories. That's a bitch move, but hey, let's see. Mark your calendar for next Thursday, April 24. Then we'll finally begin taking pre-orders for the Switch 2 after delaying them over tariff related uncertainty. And I'm here on X, and yeah, some already got their pre-order, which is good. But to me, it's kind of like depressing because how they just buy it anyway. Because for me, it's just to me, in my honest opinion, I just don't want them to buy those. Just wait for release. But I understand why they want to buy Nintendo Switch 2. But with this, like, with some people already like steal it from their factory. Uh, it's cool, I guess. I don't condone it, of course not. But going back to this, for the pre-order, some get it, some didn't. But we move. Some pay for like the Mario Kart Edition one, but I don't know for the rest of the people. But I don't respect it. I think we should just wait on everything with how things in the world are like face like the economy. If you are like the fortunate one, still you shouldn't buy this type of stuff. You should just wait for people who review this, and then after that you just go buy it. And there's some news I heard that so, especially in Japan where they have like a lottery in each prefecture, and then it went full, and then I don't know if they can handle it at the moment. Yeah, people really excited for this. But again, going back to the news, good news for gamers: the handheld console will still 449, 450. Some wondered whether Nintendo would raise prices in the wake of President Trump reciprocal tariffs on Vietnam, Cambodia, and China, where the Switch hardware is manufactured. In addition, company says the Nintendo Switch 2 plus Mario Kart will remain as announced, 450. Pricing for both physical and digital version of Mario Kart World and Donkey Kong Bonanza $70 will remain unchanged at launch. This one it sucks again. $80 for a card game, and then 70 for like Donkey Kong, which is cool, I guess. But for Mario Kart World, Mario Kart game for 80, still I cannot believe it. If you look at Xbox, what they've done when they're releasing a remaster of beloved series, Oblivion, Skyrim 4, Oblivion, not Skyrim 4, Elder Scrolls 4, Oblivion, and they only charge 50, and then for extra DLC you get 60. That's something you should do, Nintendo, because both of them are like $1 billion. One is uh, made by Microsoft. The other one is Nintendo. Nintendo made themselves. So it sucks that Nintendo cave in to the for the like crazy prices hike, and then with Microsoft, even though they know that is the country with tariffs and stuff, but hey, screw it, 50, and people enjoyed it, people love it, and it became successful. I respect Microsoft for doing that. But going back to Nintendo again, however, Nintendo is preparing to increase prices for Switch 2 accessories, citing changes in market condition, a sign that Trump's tariffs will have some impact on the console. Other adjustments to the price of any Nintendo product are also possible in the future depending on market conditions. Nintendo's updated shows the Joy-Con 2 controllers will cost $95, up from $90 when the accessories were first announced. Nintendo Switch 2 Pro controller and Nintendo Switch camera also received $5 price increase to from to 85 and 55 respectively to land. Oh no, respectively, the Switch 2 dock will land at $120, up from $110. That's $10 increase. That's fucking crazy. But this is like the full scale of it. I just want to say this one of the dumbest thing ever. I understand for the perspective of like the controller and stuff, because they have like chip and stuff and everything, but come on, this is ridiculous. At especially for Nintendo Joy-Con 2 pair, any just Joy-Con itself, it's just freaking crazy with $95, dog. Even like $90 was crazy enough. We're crazy enough for pricing like that. Just I'm just pissed at how this greed shit. And then with this pricing, hopefully, I'm not hopeful again. I'm not put hope in there. If this release and then Joy-Con broke, like have like malfunction, maybe a week or two, oh boy, you have going to have to face a lot of lawsuits. But again, with this, I hope they learn their lesson with Switch 1, Nintendo Switch 1. The Joy-Con, still overpriced Joy-Con for like that little motherfucker right there, $60 or $80. I don't remember what kind of price when it was launched. That Joy-Con, and now with $95, oh boy, that's too expensive. I don't respect it, especially for a bunch of this stuff, like the dock set from 110 to 120, and then the camera from I don't know what is into $55. It's just and Samsung micro SD card. I don't know if this 60. I think it's already 60 if I remember correctly. But yeah, these prices are ridiculous. Thank God that they didn't price any video games, but the rest still, especially Pro controller. The Pro controller is $85. How is that possible? And then Joy-Con is 95. It's just crazy. I know there are magnets and stuff, and they connect to the Switch, but come on, it shouldn't be 95. It should be 80 at least 80. But hey, it is what it is. But that's it. Kind of short thing. Short video. It's not short. It's probably going to 10 minutes. But Nintendo, I think this is bad for your long term. But I think with if on this if I'm gonna put if the Joy-Con 2 went well, was just didn't broke, or just didn't break, not didn't broke, didn't break at like the first 2 weeks, or maybe when the reviewers get this hand and then just play for like hours and hours and just checking everything for like a month. If they didn't broke, and then I'm going to give it just a little thumbs up. But because the reviewer only can maybe hold that um, console for a month, just play testing everything, I don't know if I can trust it. If this getting to the consumer, things gonna get ugly. If this are maybe have malfunction at the start, or during gaming session, or after gaming session, or just months of session with this console, then you should do something about it, because you cannot put 95 for a Joy-Con pair like that on the front for the world to see. And then what are you going to justify for people say, hey, my Joy-Con broke after like 8 hours or 9 hours non-stop just playing Mario Kart or whatever the game they're going to play. So yeah, I think this is bad. If I'm being honest, this is not good, except for the console itself, and then their game still, but still the game still expensive. But the rest of just the accessories, it's not cool. Especially carrying case and screen protector for $40, really? And then the AC adapter is $35. Only one carrying case is $85, same as Nintendo Switch 2 Pro controller. Is that making any sense at all? The controller with chip and everything, it is 85, and then you all-in-one carrying case is 85. That doesn't make any sense, really. That's how much was it? And what material you're going to use on that all-in-one carrying case? The wheel set is 25. The Joy-Con strap, the strap is $40, or the $14. Really? You must be crazy, man. But again, this is bad, all around bad. But that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe. Goodbye.